Hey guys, Gray again. Sorry for not uploading for the past month and a half. Last time I wanted to vlog our trip and tournament in Gran Canaria, but the audio of the footage was corrupted, so that sucked pretty hard. But here we are again, showing off some builds. Just a little overview of my own 4.3 build and a build of 5.1 that I fixed a few problems from. But first, my own personal 4.3 build. As you can see, and the first thing you guys will notice is that the frame is cut in two parts. I think it's a pretty cool look. As you can see, your buffers and the springs, and it's a pretty cool addition for my blue trigger and blue buffers. At first it was all black, but I changed it out because I wanted more color in my kappa. And for the kappa lovers that noticed it, this is a Airsoft Surgeon grip. Normally the mag well, the mag release and the small screw here are are silver, but the mag release, this part is painted, but all the aluminum parts are anodized. There's also an extender here that I got. It's also black now, but I lost a screw and I need to fix a new one for that. But that will be fixed. Don't know when, but it's still working, so there's no rush on it. I also changed a few things. At first there was AIP nozzle in it. Now it's a Garden nozzle with a Poseidon ice pick on it. As you can see, also the sides are pretty beat up because yeah, I just fucked up, that's all. But yeah, I don't mind. I'm not even looking through them. They're more as accessory for me. But yeah, and I put a new 9-ball bucking in it. At first I was using cow buckings in all my builds, but I noticed my FPS dropped a lot, so I'm now using a 9-ball, and it shot up from, like, I was playing at I think 120, 130 psi to just shoot the limit that is allowed. But now I put a Poseidon ice pick with a Garden nozzle in it and a 9-ball bucking, and on 120 psi it now shoots 170 1.70 joule, so that's yeah, pretty nice. So I can play lower than I normally was, and yeah, pretty happy with it. There's only one problem. This frame is one of my first frames. That was first on my ebony build, my black build, my long range build. But I noticed that if I put a mag in it, and as you can see, if I put it up like this, there's a lot of room between the spots here. So if I put my mag in it, it pushes it up. It gets pushed up. Let me focus it. It gets pushed up, and it won't grab a BB. Well, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And I already tested it on the other frame, the upper, and it fed every BB on my other frames, but on this frame it doesn't feed as much. But I have a new thing that I'm gonna put on it, and it's a new 4.3 advanced frame from Gunsmith Bros. Oh fuck, I let the pin fall out. New 4.3 from Gunsmith Bros. Of course I want to keep this color design that I used, like black and gray blue build. So this one is getting anodized again, and I'm going to cut, not myself of course, I let that be done, but there are going to be 4 cuts in it, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I can also do it in, I think 2 pretty long ones, but I think 4 small ones will be better for me. But yeah, and this is how it will look. With silver, but now it needs to be black, and of course a few cuts in the frame. But do you see my problem? There's a new frame, so there's absolutely no movement in it, so this one will feed greatly. But yeah, still needs to be things done, anodize and cuts. But that will be, I think, maybe 2 weeks or 3. And back again. Yes, so put that one away. So here we have a 5.1 silver black build. And I changed a few things of it because some things weren't really working. At first there was a 3D printed Sanctus Customs blowback housing in it, and it really was nice that because the slide of course is already super light because there's almost nothing, so it's a pretty fast build. Pretty snappy also, but the Sanctus Customs 3D printed blowback housing was already worn out at this part. We'll cock the hammer backwards, so with shooting it didn't fully cock it back, but yeah, that was fixed with just changing the BBU. So, and I put a new nozzle in it. At first it was an edge high-speed nozzle. It was working very well in the build, but I now have a way that I can make the high-speed edge nozzle work. So maybe next time he will put it in this one. And another nice thing he has is his own self-made. Let me look if I can pull it back. A 3D printed piston with a double O-ring. That's, as you can see, a double O-ring. It should make it seal better and have less movement in your nozzle. Of course, the people that know it, there's a lot of movement with your nozzle with one O-ring, but with 2 O-rings, the movement of the nozzle gets pretty well reduced, so that's pretty nice. And he also has a 3D printed rear sight. You can look pretty nicely to it, of course. Super nice. The only thing is that it goes off pretty smooth, but just a bit too smooth, because I with working on it I pushed it a lot out of the sights. So yeah, but now it's working again and I'm pretty happy with it, because yeah, it was just going full auto, and the trigger was heavy, and now the trigger is now my taste. Super short. Pretty happy with it. The only problem I have right now with my edge grips and my own edge grip is that I can't use the CL Project Design leaf spring. I tested out in more edge grips and also in my Airsoft Surgeon grip, but it just doesn't work an edge grip and an airsoft surgeon grip. It only worked in my airsoft masterpiece grips, and the reason was that the middle prong of the leaf spring, so like the middle one, was shorter than a normal airsoft masterpiece or normal cow one. So yeah, that was a problem. And if I would rank the leaf spring that I like the most, that is then a third airsoft masterpiece, second cow now. At first it was my first one that I like really much, better than airsoft masterpiece. And now first is now the project CL project design. And the only downside of it is you can only use it in an airsoft masterpiece and airsoft masterpiece and a normal TM grip. And this one you have it. It makes the trigger so light and the reset is super fast. So it just pushes your trigger really fast back to the shooting position. So that's pretty nice. And another thing of this kappa is that this kappa is I think the first one I have in my hand, is that there are no shims, no nothing, and the barrel sits super nice. Sits super nice. As you can see, wait a sec, I'll hold it like this, and there's almost no movement in the outer barrel. I have a few builds I had in my hand that the outer barrel was moving like crazy, but this is just a perfect assembly of luck. And yeah, it took 2 years to build this just to get it like how he wanted to. So yeah, that's a pretty nice thing to have. To just that the outer barrel is just super tight. And that's really nice to see. So I didn't have to do any shimming or anything. Only a bit of trigger work, hammer work, and nozzle work. That's it. So that's pretty cool. So I'll give you guys a heads up where I was. I'll try to up my upload speed again, but yeah, if I can, I will, and if I cannot, I won't. So yeah, I really want to pick everything up. I want to go. We had a lot of tournaments and training the last few months, and of course we won the first division season. So now we are with the pro division with the Saviors. So we need to train a lot, and the format of course is changed also. So we have to train a lot for our game plan and stuff. But yeah, that's where I've been. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope I can upload more and more gameplay for you guys. Peace out.